Right now, your mind is already somewhere else. You're here, watching this, but part of you is already thinking about something you said 3 days ago, or something that might happen next week, or someone who hasn't texted you back. You didn't choose to think about those things. They just arrived. And that's the thing nobody tells you. You don't control your mind. Your mind controls you, and until you see that clearly, nothing in your life will ever feel like enough. Think about the last time you were lying in bed. It was late, you were tired, your body wanted to sleep, but your mind had other plans. It started replaying something, maybe an argument, maybe a moment where you said the wrong thing and the other person's face changed. And then the questions started. Why did I say that? What do they think of me now? Did I ruin everything? And before you knew it, it was 2 a.m. You were exhausted, but you couldn't stop. Or maybe it goes the other direction. You think about the job that isn't certain, the relationship that might not work, the version of yourself you haven't become yet. What if things don't work out? What if I'm not good enough? What if I've already wasted too much time? And somewhere in all of that, you forget you're lying in a warm bed. You forget that right now, in this exact moment, you're safe. You're breathing. You're okay. But your mind doesn't care about that. Your mind lives everywhere except here. You're in the shower, but you're having a conversation in your head that hasn't happened yet. You're eating, but you're somewhere in last year. You're with the people you love, but you're not really with them. And the strangest part, you've gotten so used to this that you think it's normal. You think this is just what it feels like to be alive. But here's what I need you to sit with. What if the reason your life feels heavy, the reason something always feels off, the reason you can achieve things and still feel empty, isn't because of what's happening in your life? What if it's because of where your mind is while your life is happening? Stay with me, because this changes everything. There's a book, a small, quiet book, written by a man who was once so lost inside his own mind that he didn't want to be alive anymore. His name is Eckhart Tolle. And one night, sitting alone in a dark room, 29 years old, consumed by anxiety, something shifted. He heard a thought. Just one. I cannot live with myself any longer. And then he stopped. He asked himself, wait, if I cannot live with myself, that means there are two of me. There's me, and there's the self I cannot live with. So, which one is real? That question broke something open. What he realized, and spent years writing about, is this. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are things that happen inside you, just like weather happens outside you. You don't say, I am the rain. You say it's raining. But with thoughts, you don't say, a thought about failure appeared. You say, I am a failure. You've merged with the weather inside your head, and that's why it never stops. Because you believe you are it. He called this the ego, not arrogance, not pride, just a false self. A voice in your head constantly trying to define who you are, and it can only do that using two things, the past and the future. It pulls out old embarrassments, old failures, old wounds, and says, see, this is you. And then it tells you who you need to become, some perfect version of yourself always just out of reach. When I get that job, then I'll feel okay. When things calm down, then I'll feel okay. But that moment never comes, because by the time you get there, the mind has already moved the line. And so you live in this constant state of almost happy, almost at peace, almost there. The present moment keeps passing, and you keep missing it. There was a man who ruled the most powerful empire on earth. He had armies. He had power. He had everything. And at night, alone in his tent, He wrote in a journal that was never meant to be read. He wrote about his own mind, how it wandered, how it worried, how it wouldn't be still. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His name was Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, and he struggled with the exact same thing you do, the mind that won't stop, the thoughts that arrive without permission, the feeling that even when everything is fine, something still feels wrong. He had an empire, and still, peace was the hardest thing to find. Think about that. I want to tell you about someone, just a regular person. He wakes up in the morning, alarm goes off, and before his feet even hit the floor, his mind is already running. That meeting, that email I didn't reply to, that thing she said yesterday. What did she mean by that? I need to do more. I need to be better. I need to figure this out. He makes coffee. He doesn't notice the warmth of the cup in his hands. He doesn't notice the quiet of the morning, the light coming through the window. He's already at work, in his mind, already bracing for problems that might not even come. He gets through the day, does the things, checks the boxes. Someone asks how he is. He says, "Good, busy, you know how it is." He doesn't say, "I feel like I'm running and never arriving anywhere." He doesn't say, "I feel like I'm watching my life instead of living it." He just says fine and moves on. At night, he sits down. The TV is on, but he's not watching it. He's thinking about something he did 5 years ago. Why did I do that? What was wrong with me? Would everything be different if I'd chosen differently? And here's the part that gets me. While he's replaying 5 years ago, his actual life is happening. Right now. The room he's in, the quiet around him, the fact that he's still here, still breathing, still with a chance to begin again. All of that is real. All of that is now. And he can't feel any of it because his mind has taken him somewhere else. He goes to bed. The thoughts come. He tries to stop them. He can't. He fights them. They get louder. He tells himself to stop thinking. And then he thinks about the fact that he can't stop thinking. Somewhere around 3 a.m., he just gives up, stares at the ceiling, waits for morning. The next day, it starts again. Does any of this feel familiar? Because here's what nobody tells you about this cycle. Fighting your thoughts makes them stronger. Every time you say, "Stop thinking about this," you are thinking about this. You cannot fight your way to peace. You cannot think your way out of overthinking. But there is a way out, and it's not what you think. What if you didn't have to stop your thoughts? What if instead of fighting them, you just noticed them, not trying to push them away, not judging yourself for having them, just seeing them like a cloud passing across the sky? There's a thought about the past. There's a thought, "I'm not good enough." And then, just for that 1 second, there is a space, a tiny silence, between the thought and you. That space is everything, because in that space you realize something that changes the whole game. You are the one doing the noticing. If you can watch a thought, you are not the thought. You are something deeper, something quieter, something that was there before the thought arrived, and will still be there after it leaves. Think about a moment when the thinking just stopped. Maybe watching fire, listening to rain, being so absorbed in something that time disappeared. You weren't in the past in that moment. You weren't rehearsing the future. You were just here, and it felt different, didn't it? Lighter, like something heavy had been set down. That is what it feels like to be alive without the noise. There was another man, carrying the weight of a nation tearing itself apart. People around him watched him go silent sometimes, mid-conversation, in the middle of war. He would just stop. He called it coming back to himself. "I need a moment to return," he'd say. Abraham Lincoln, one of the most burdened men in American history. And even he knew that sometimes the most important thing you can do is just be still. Not solve everything, not figure it all out. Just stop and come back to the room you're actually in. You've felt that kind of weight, haven't you? I want to leave you with something. Not an answer, just a question. Right now, this exact second, where is your mind? Is it here, with the breath in your chest and the weight of your body where you're sitting? Or is it somewhere else, in something that already happened, in something that might never happen? Can you feel what that cost you? Not in a dramatic way, just the low, quiet ache of never quite landing, never quite arriving, never quite being where you are. That ache is real. You're not imagining it, and it's not your fault. Nobody taught you how to be present. They taught you how to plan, how to achieve, how to worry productively. But nobody sat you down and said, hey, you're allowed to just be here. You don't have to earn this moment. You can just be in it. So let me say it now. You are allowed to be here, just as you are, right now, without fixing anything, without figuring anything out. The present moment doesn't ask anything of you. It never has. You just forgot to come back to it. And the beautiful thing, you can come back. Right now. Anytime, as many times as it takes. The door never closes. There's something else that happens when you start to really see this. Something about the pain you carry. Where it actually comes from. And why letting it go doesn't mean forgetting. But that's a conversation for another time. For now, just notice. Subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.